A company is simply a group of people, and as a leader of people, you have to be a great listener, you have to be a great motivator, you have to be very good at praising and looking for the best in people.
He's a daredevil, a billionaire, and the founder of a global empire spanning airlines, music, space travel, and more. He's Richard Branson, and his business philosophy is as unconventional as his life. But beneath the headlines and flamboyant persona lies a core principle that has guided Virgin's success: people.
Hi, business minds and financial enthusiasts. Welcome back again to Business Mind Talks.
Today, we embark on a journey into the mind of this iconic entrepreneur. We'll uncover what he believes is the most important thing about running a company, and how his people-centric approach has fueled Virgin's remarkable voyage. First, Branson's philosophy is refreshingly simple. A company is nothing without its people. He sees them not as cogs in a machine, but as talented individuals with unique potential.
What is a company? A company is a group of people, and that really is all a company is. And so if you're going to have a group of people together, they must be happy people. And if they're going to be happy people, they've got to be led by somebody who is happy themselves, who loves people, who cares generally about people, and who looks for the best in people, who is somebody who doesn't criticize, but who praises and brings out the best in people. So we look for people who are great leaders of people because they genuinely care about people, and I think we're lucky at Virgin. That's the kind of people we've got. Now, if a company brings in somebody into a company that's not that kind of person, they can destroy a company very quickly. If you destroy the morale in a company, it's very, very difficult to get that morale back. And so we try generally to promote from within our companies, so we know people's strengths and weaknesses before we promote them. We do sometimes bring people in from outside, and we try very hard to make sure that they're the kinds of people that we'll get on with.
Second, Branson fosters a culture of empowerment and collaboration. He trusts his employees, gives them autonomy, and encourages them to take risks and innovate.
I learned very early on in life the importance of delegation, and the importance of getting wonderful people around me, the importance of finding people who were good with people, finding people who look for the best in people, finding people who were good at praising people, finding people who never criticize people, so I think if you have a fantastic team, you can. I think as long as you can run one business well, you can run any business well. I'm not a pilot, and yet I own an airline. In setting up an airline, I made sure that the person who ran the airline was a maintenance engineer, because obviously the most important thing about running an airline is safety.
Third, this people-centric approach has not only led to groundbreaking innovations, but also to a loyal and engaged workforce. Virgin boasts some of the lowest employee turnover rates in the industry, a testament to the company's commitment to its people.
Sort of should go without saying, and it's surprising that it still doesn't go without saying at some companies. If the person who works at your company is 100% proud of the job they're doing. If you give them the tools to do a good job, they're proud of the brand. If they're well looked after, if they're treated well, then they're going to be smiling, they're going to be happy, and therefore the customer will have a nice experience. If the person who's working for your company is not given the right tools, is not looked after, is not appreciated, they're not going to do things with a smile, and therefore the customer will be treated in a way which where often they won't want to come back for more. So my philosophy has always been, if you can put your staff first, your customers second, and your shareholders third, effectively, in the end, the shareholders do well, the customers do better, and your staff are happy. No, look, I think that in this day and age, I like to think I've practiced all my life, but I think in this day and age, it is very easy to be out and about and not stuck behind a desk, and you're going to learn so much more. I mean, if I'm on one of our airlines, I will make a point of getting out and talking to all our staff, talking to as many of the customers as possible, having a notebook in my back pocket, listening, and I think one of the key attributes to a good leader is listening. Making sure that you write down the feedback that you get, and very importantly, make sure you act on that feedback. When you get back to base, an exceptional company is the one that gets all the little details right, and the people out on the front line, they know when things are not going right, and they know when things need to be improved. And if you listen to them, you can soon improve all those niggly things, which turns an average company into an exceptional company.
But it's not just about empowering individuals. Branson believes in creating a shared sense of purpose that unites the entire company. This commitment to a higher purpose resonates deeply with employees, giving them a sense of belonging and a reason to go above and beyond.
There are some entrepreneurs who are good managers, but there are some entrepreneurs who are just good at starting things, and then they need good managers to actually manage the business. The important thing with somebody who's managing people is that they genuinely care about people, that they genuinely look for the best in people, that they're good at bringing out the best in people, and that's the key for an entrepreneur who sets up a new business, to find somebody who can manage their business, who is a person who can get out there and praise and not criticize people. I think you motivate people by genuinely caring about people, by putting your staff first, even ahead of your customers, and by giving them a product that is the best in its field. So give them the tools to do the job properly. So if you have an airline, make sure every single little detail is right in that plane, so that when the staff work on the plane, they're not going to have passengers complaining that that the meat dish is not on board, or the film's no good, or the seat is uncomfortable, or it's dirty, or all the things that can happen. You just got to make sure that you are the best airline flying in the world, and then your staff can be proud of it. They can be smiling, and then the passengers will smile, and you'll have a successful company.
Richard Branson's journey is far from over. But as he looks back on his achievements, one thing is clear: his greatest legacy will be the people he has inspired and empowered. So, the next time you hear the name Richard Branson, remember, it's not just about the daring entrepreneur or the billionaire businessman. It's about the champion of people, the man who believes that the human spirit is the most powerful force in business. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more video updates.